Right. How to prepare before moving back to Zimbabwe. This is a real talk, guys. How to prepare before we move back. If you are thinking of moving back to Zimbabwe, don't just pack your bags. Don't just pack your bags. There are things you must prepare for, or you will regret later. Welcome back to Elomax Life and Tech. Thank you for subscribing, guys. I see the bar is going up. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Like and share my video. There is things, guys, that we need to prepare before we go back to Zimbabwe. We cannot just wake up and say, I'm tired of living in the diaspora. I'm going to Zimbabwe. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. We'll see you coming back. And you know how we will do things here in diaspora. We will laugh at you. We will laugh at you. So we don't want you to be a few embarrassed or whatsoever. So I have 8 points that I'm going to discuss with you guys. Things that a practical way of preparing to go back to Zimbabwe. So number 1, let's prepare financially, guys. Money. Let's save. You must do a savings. Maybe for 6 or 1 year or 2 years. You must make sure you save enough money that will help you when you are in Zimbabwe. You know, money is not everything, but you will need to have some savings. Money to use if you are in Zimbabwe. You cannot just go without money. Because you know, there is also problems that are waiting for you there in Zimbabwe. So if you are not prepared, we are going to regret. And don't sell everything that you have. For example, here in don't sell everything that you have. Don't just wake up selling everything. You say, I'm going back to Zimbabwe. You will regret. We will see you coming back. If it is possible, set up some small incomes there in Zimbabwe. You can start a small business in Zim that can generate sort of income, so that when you go there, you have something to start on. Don't just rush. Right. Point number 2, guys. Housing and logistics. Guys, I was there. If you don't have your own car in Zimbabwe, right, bruh? It slows everything. Everything is slows. You want to go to town to buy something, it will take you the whole day. You want to go just to visit your auntie and come back, it will take you the whole day because you don't have your own means of transport. So please, guys, make sure you have your own transport, or if you don't have your own transport, make sure you have a plan on logistics. You have a plan. And housing, I'm talking about housing. Guys, you understand how difficult it is to live in someone's house. So if you are thinking of relocating to Zimbabwe, let's say moving back, it's not relocating, it's moving back home, you must have your own house. It doesn't matter how beautiful it is. Even kachidumbeni, we call it kachidumbeni, kako kanoti kako, kanongonzi kako. Unofana ngoeni pekusvikira, guys. Unofana ngoeni imba yekugara. You must have your own house. If you don't have your own house, somebody rent per side. Put aside the money for rent, for you to pay rent maybe for 2, 3, 4 months. Uchinatsoona kuti what's going on in Zimbabwe, economy iri kufamba sei, munongovizwa kuitira kuti mumba memumwe munhu hatikwanisi kunge tichigara tabva kunoku, because zvinongonakidza ma-first days, but after 1 week usisina mari yekutenga chingwa, wakutotanga kuudzwa mastories, wakutotanga kutumutswa nguva dzisina kufanira, wakutotanga kutoiswa everything, zvinhu zvese zvausingafarira. So get ready. Then number 3, guys, work opportunities, guys. Let's be honest about this. If you are going back to Zimbabwe, you must know that hauna basa, hauna kwekushanda. And you are going to take maybe months or years without getting employment. So, for example, if it is me, what I'm thinking in my own mind, if I'm going back to Zimbabwe, I must have a sort of skill, something that I'm not thinking of going to be employed. In Zimbabwe, it's a hustler's economy. People, they hustle. So you must get ready to go hustle. Whatever you are good at, please try to make it perfect so that when you go to Zimbabwe, you try to make a difference. Doing your own work, it might be plumbing, it might be whatever, you just go and try to do that, because there is no, don't expect it to be employed there in Zimbabwe, because we already mentioned in other videos that, hey, there in Zim, they don't pay you the way you think. They can take time to give you your money. Doesn't matter that you work for it. they will take time to pay you back. Then we must be ready, guys. And number 5, we must be ready about the mental and the emotional preparation. We must be ready about that. Okumana tichenda kuZimbabwe. First of all, zuwa kutsva, temperatures achakuchinjira, temperatures achakuchinjira zvakanyanya. And it's not only the temperature, the environment, how things works. Remember, there's power cuts 24/7. You might not have electricity for those time. Services. In Zimbabwe, there's no customer cares that you are used to. Like, if you buy something, you say, okay, take it back and get my money back. There, it's a different story. It's a different story. If you buy something now, it's yours. Even if you try to return it as soon as you buy that thing, they're not going to take it. And they're not going to take it. So those emotions and mentally, you must be ready for all those things. You must be ready for all those things, because they are going to affect you. So for you to get prepared, make sure you have your own source of power. You must have your solar, so that you're not going to fight with the people. Make sure, and don't just buy a solar system. I think we have to discuss. I will have a very good video that I'm going to share with you guys, without fear or favor. I'm going to share with you how you can get a proper solar system, especially here in Mzansi. And what do you need for you to have a solar system that will last for years and years? Don't fall into scammers where people, they just sell you the names of this can run your fridge and also. Don't fall for those scammers. I think I'll do another video concerning that. Then we are talking about, at the other point, it's your family and support system. You must be ready for everyone's emotions. You must be ready for your wife. You must be ready for your child, because they are going to ask difficult questions. And you must also discuss it before you thinking of, you must discuss and you must agree. You and your partner, including your child, you must also respect your children about this. You must also sit down with them, discuss about the move that you are taking, and you must also explaining the differences of culture, what your kids are going to experience, and how other people behave. You must also explain, if it is your kids, teach them the way people in Zimbabwe live, because at the end your kids will be looks like fool. You are thinking they are modern kids and all, but they will end up looking like fools because they're in the wrong environment. So if you teach them how things works there in Zimbabwe, and how they respect the culture and all the, I don't see if there is any problem. Then we are talking about timing and testing. We have to test the waters. We have to test the waters. We must try to go to Zimbabwe and see how life is there and come back to South Africa as we're preparing. Don't just wake up and go. Go to Zimbabwe for 2, 3, 4 weeks. See how things are working, which is not working, which needs to be fixed, which doesn't need to be fixed. And after that, we have that mind. You understand how things are being run either side. Then that's where you can decide that, this time I can go back to Zimbabwe forever. For example, if you're running a small business, if you are having a small business, start running it like now. Do the experiment while you are still in the diaspora. Don't just go and do the experiment on the ground, because the experiment always fail. So make sure that you do all your experiments, you know which one is not working. Don't worry about people stealing from you. Even if you start a business from here, people, they can steal from you, but they don't steal the idea. And you will understand, if they were not stealing from me, I was supposed to be on this level by now. So that is things to consider. There's nothing wrong with wanting to go home, guys. It just make sure you are ready. Just make sure you are ready. Don't create Don't chase comfort. Chase peace and purpose. We are Zimbabweans. Munhu Mutapa, the great Zimbabwe. It's ours, Vic Force. It's ours to explore. Imagine, are we gonna die? Are we going to die without having time to visit Vic Force? Having time to visit Zimbabwe and all other sort of places that people with the only tourists can know, man. No, man. Let's prepare. Let's not rush into things, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you don't subscribe, subscribe. Cut.